Ja Morant had 34 points in their 115-112 OT win on opening night at home against New York, and so he and the Grizzlies will start things off.
The family of Tony Brown, but my goodness, I'm talking about, I mean, every game he brought it in. You know, it's really cool to be around somebody like that.
Fernando sets the screen. Green backhanded layup is in. Jalen Green, 16 points against Atlanta. Look ahead to Aldama.
Morant took that huge leap from his second year to his third year into superstardom a season ago, and there's that explosive second-team All-League, but he dealt with some injuries, and it ultimately hurt him and his group in that second-round series against the Warriors. Last year, the Rockets only won one single game when making less than 13 threes. And they're 0 for 1 in that department this season, as they were 9.
They have for transition or off of a turnover, I think they're kind of slacking a little bit in that department.
Tyus Jones in, kicks it to Morant, so they're running the two guards out there, and Smith puts it on the deck. Back to Green from the foul line, got fouled. He's in the league, and their bench depth was as good as it came in the league a season ago. Here's Morant in on Matthews, misses, gets his own miss. He's in the league, and their bench depth was as good as it came in the league a season ago. Here's Morant in on Matthews, misses, gets his own miss.
Playing so much better, Craig. This is the best basketball I want to say we've seen all season from Şengün, so need more of it.
Yeah, he's just kind of as good as he was in Eurobasket.
Good in transition. See if this game can't speed up and, you know, get a little bit more of a lead.
Green, Porter, and attacker of the rim. See how much he's improved. Again, year number 3 was Memphis uniform. They're going to be an outstanding basketball team.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder why he wasn't NBA's most improved with those type of jumps, but you know, you
previously set back during the 2012-2013 season when your uncle Lionel Hollins was their head coach. They also went 56. Last year, Steven Adams more of a playmaker than at any point of his career. That's going to count.
He grabbed my arm with his right hand and went to scoop with the left, so Bruno does have a good point there.
And Morant misses the free throw.
Good energy from the Rockets. Took a while to get on their side of the court, but it just playing with energy, my goodness.
And getting loose. Pulling back is Morant for 3, and he knocks down his second.
Several games, they looked at their laws and said, we lost by 5 points and we missed 13 free throws or 10 free throws, and those ones sting.
Yeah, very frustrating, and looks like the confident player that we saw last season.
Yeah.
He's got a dozen points. Looks like the confident player that we saw last season.
Yeah.
He's got a dozen points. Swole down there, giving us that determination as Ja Morant will get 2 free throws. But again, I remind everybody to please stay tuned here for Rockets Halftime, presented by Lexus with Cassie and Calvin. I'd like to welcome slide into Şengün, had it knocked away. Here come the Grizzlies. Morant to the rookie, and he beats Smith to the rim.
If the Rockets can keep this, get it back to 10 going into the break, that'd be a great number.
Missing Dylan Brooks and Jaren Jackson Jr., as well as Zaire Williams, and an easy 2 for the Grizzlies and the Adams in Milwaukee tomorrow night. Morant, the drive, the kick, the open 3, and the make for Conchar, all created.
And he was just toying with defenders, and Ja Morant, I'd argue, he is cuffing that ball, and that wrist has to stay on top of the basketball.
But the Rockets with 70 already on the board, and a chance to add to it.
8.6, Jalen Green can get a good shot off here. Kevin Porter.
In rhythm. Too strong on the 3. Gordon, can he get it? No, couldn't corral it. Leaking out as Morant. And that'll be an easy dunk for him.
Much needed bucket there for the Rockets, and shows the maturity of Jalen Green, saying, hey, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
Again, there goes Morant. Aaron pass. Smith saves it, but back to the Grizzlies. Morant ahead of steam. Length to the floor, and he punches it.
He's fast, and at this point, I think he knows Fernando's. Stephen Silas is trying to speed the game back up.
Morant from the wing off the Bain pass, and Morant has taken 3 threes. He's made them all.
Gordon, who's an excellent three-point shooter, rolls like a big man and gets a wide-open layup, confused the defense.
Bain for 3.
He just knows you can't keep in front of him. Let's see how Steven Adams gets guarded by Jabari Smith.
Looking for another one. He stays perfect. Ja Morant. The suspense. He won it, but the Grizzlies stole it.
Plays you can't give up. And he's met the call here.
Morant has scored 14 of his 35 in the quarter. Green up to 27. 2 more for Ja Morant. 16 third-quarter points.
Jabari playing the 5 with this lineup. It opens up the lane and see if he can take advantage.
Pocket pass.
Gotta go.
Lost it. He's got 29. 9 scored in the third himself as he and Morant are putting on a show. Morant again to the cup. Had it knocked away. There's Aldama again. On a show. Morant again to the cup. Had it knocked away. There's Aldama again. Back to Morant. Porter with the foul. Morant, they leave him open. Hasn't missed a 3. His career high is 52.
Well, he looks on pace for that tonight. Memphis is physical.
Off the back of the heel, long rebound. 14 fouls in the quarter.
You got it. At this point, I'm looking at trapping Ja Morant, getting the ball out of his hands.
Ooh, look at that move by him. Wow.
You got to trap him. It's too much. It's too much. Some interesting calls in this ball game.
Morant for the foul line.
You got to trap him. Get the ball out of his hands. Looking to trap at this point, Ja Morant. He is too hot. Good to see him get back on track.
Ja Morant.
There you go. Way to get at the level.
Dribble alive. Swings it to Conchar, who sticks the 3. Memphis up 10. They were once down 16 early second quarter. Smith, the scoop, no.
He'll get stronger, and those drives are going to be dunks. You can see that coming.
Morant again into the lane. Morant around the Adams screen, spinning in on Şengün.
There you go. Much better defense on Morant.
One by Houston. Here comes Green, 1 on 3. And look at Morant coming out of nowhere. Jabari Smith.
Yeah, Şengün knows it.
Oh, good hustle by Şengün, flying in there for that offensive rebound.
He's so smart, he just lets the clock run. The shot clock doesn't run until he touches.
Morant attacks, blocked from behind. Loose ball picked up by Eric Gordon.
Gotta go.
Gordon, no. Finds Green, his 3. No, dances off, offensive rebound. Smith back up with it, blocked by Morant. 5-point spread. Morant, a little leaner, 49 for him.
If you don't stop the ball.
Got it back, needs some help, had it knocked away again. Shot clock about to go off from near midcourt. Hit the rim. I don't know how, but he hit the rim, but the Rockets come away.